Sure. How will we start? Closing balance of P&L account less opening balance of P&L account will get net profit. What will we add? Yes, we'll add appropriations, non-operating expenses. Non-cash incomes and non-operating incomes are converted with operating profit before changes in working capital. Then some current assets have inverse relation, so we will add current liabilities are direct relation, so we will add increase in current liabilities. And same way we will minus increase in current assets and decrease in current liabilities. What will we get? Operating profit after changes in working capital, then minus tax paid or page number 34, question number 1. Take out page 34, question number 1. From the following of unlimited asset and cash flows from operating activities. Understand it properly because I will do question 1 and 2, you will try on your. So very first, goodwill. Now what is opening balance? 57,500. Closing balance? 45,000. Same impact as we used to do in last chapter. 12,500 is written off and that is a non-cash. So fixed assets net amount 40,000 and 35, and in note there is no sale or purchase of, then obviously that 40 and 35 is difference 5,000 represent. What does the difference of 40 and 35,000? 5,000. What did you? Depreciation. There is no purchase or sale of fixed assets means the difference of 5,000 represents depreciation market as open. Now trade receivables that comes under current assets. Don't mark it as CA. Now here current assets have what relation? So debtors mark CA also and mark it as O. See, it's increasing from 70 to 85. Inverse relation, so O minus. But we'll take it after we get operating profit before working capital changes. So that's why we mark it as current asset. Bills receivable mark it as current asset. Now current assets are inverse relation. So 9,000 to 14,500 it's increasing. O minus. Prepaid expense mark it as current asset CA. Inverse relation. 1,500 it's decreasing. So O plus. Inventory CA. Inverse relation. 38,500, 54,500 it's increasing. So O minus. Inverse relation, okay? Cash and bank CA. 12,500, 9,000 it's decreasing. Inverse relation, so O. General reserve. It's an appropriation. How much is opening? 20. Closing? 25. It's how much is transferred to general reserve during the year? 5,000. Market is O plus, it's an appropriation. Profit and loss balance O is the starting point of cash flows from operating activities. Proposed dividend. Are you given with any adjustment? Then if you remember, I told you in the last chapter, if nothing is given, then opening balance itself is, closing balance. Opening balance itself is dividend paid. And closing balance itself is proposed dividend. So dividend paid 21,000 will have no, it's a financing activity outflow, it does not come in operating activity. But closing balance is proposed dividend 25,000, market as O plus, it's an appropriation. Okay, once again, opening balance, if nothing is given, then opening balance itself is dividend paid, but it does not affect operating activity, it will come in financing activity. And closing balance itself is dividend proposed, so that is an appropriation plus, O plus. Any confusion in that? Next, trade payable, creditors market as CL, current liability. Now current liabilities are direct relation. 12,500 to 23,500 it's increasing, so O plus. Bills payable, current liability, market as CL. 10,000 to 8,000 is decreasing, direct relation, so O minus. Outstanding expense, again current liability CL, direct relation. 15,000 to 18,000 it's increasing, so O plus. Now again provision for tax, exactly same thing. No other information is given, so opening balance itself is tax paid, and here it comes in O minus. Last we have to minus. Tax paid we have to minus at the end. So mark opening balance 20,000 is O minus. And closing balance 25,000 itself is current year's provision for tax. So that's a non-cash expense, O plus. Okay, I repeat it, if nothing is given then opening balance 20,000 itself is tax paid, that is O minus, we minus it at the end. And closing balance itself is current year's provision for tax. So that's a non-cash expense, O plus. Is everyone clear with this? What is accrued incomes? Current asset. Market as CA. 3,000 and 3,500 it's increasing, so direct relation O plus. What is income received in advance? So O minus. Inverse relation it's increasing, so accrued income market is O minus. What is income received in advance? Pre-received income. Current liability, market as CL. 3,035 it's increasing. Direct relation, so O plus. At the end, it's given ignore DDT. Cancel that and write. Cancel the word ignore and write. DDT at the rate of, remember the rates of DDT we had done? 20.3597%. Just a minute. 20.358%. Make it 20.358%. In college they have done DDT, they are not ignored it. So effect of DDT will remain same as proposed dividend. Effect of DDT will remain same as proposed dividend. Opening balance of proposed dividend, what effect did we give? It will come in dividend paid. Same way opening balance of CDD will come as CDD paid. What is opening balance of proposed dividend? Opening balance of proposed dividend is 21,000. So 21,000's 20.358% will be dividend paid. Sorry, CDD paid. But that will come in financing activity. It will not affect operating activity. Then what is closing balance of proposed dividend? So 25,000's 20.358% will be taken as provision for CDD and that will come as O plus non-cash expense. So you will give exactly same effect as proposed dividend. Did everyone understand this? Any confusions? So let us solve the question. We have finally cash flows from operating activities in this question. Question 1, Anand Limited. No. Investing and financing activities will be there. They require one page. You can leave one page, no problem. One side will be required maximum for both of them. Some of this, camera is on or off? Don't remember. So question 1, what is the page number? 34. Anand Limited. Heading will be statement showing cash flows from operating activities. Okay, statement showing cash flows from operating activities. Samarthan Patel, why you have not done the homework? Fund flow, I gave you the homework till Thursday, already in advance. Yes, now be attended. As we discussed, we'll start with closing balance of profit and loss account. All of you can see this 24,000 less opening balance of profit and loss account. All of you can see this 15,000. So 9,000 is net profit. Is everyone clear with this? Okay. Now we have to add three things: appropriations, non-cash expenses, and non-operating expenses. No need to show additions and subtractions separately, except CA and C. Except CA and CL. Wherever we have marked O plus and O minus, will record it. Okay. See that. Goodwill is marked except CA and CL. Write down goodwill written off 1,000. We have to add or minus? Add. Negative things write in bracket. Okay. Then after goodwill written off, fixed assets we have marked it as opens. So depreciation on fixed assets 5,000 O plus. Then don't take CACL items because that will come after we get operating profit before working capital changes. Other than CA and CL, what we have marked as O plus and O minus. So directly we have general reserve. Other than CA and CL, transfer to general reserve 5,000. Then what happened? Goodwill written off is 12,500. Okay, goodwill written off is 12,500. Yes, now after general reserve, what else we have marked as O plus or O minus? Proposed dividends, closing balance 25,000. So proposed dividend 25,000 and also it's CDT on proposed dividend 25,000 into 20.358%. What happened? So 5090. Yes, the page. What is the confusion? Do you have any confusions? Then don't talk in between. Yes, after proposed dividend, other than CA and CL, what have we marked as O plus or O minus? Other than CA and CL, what have we marked O plus or O minus? Provision for tax. But only closing balance, because opening balance is tax paid. That we will minus at the end. So we will add 25,000 closing balance. Is everyone clear with this? That's it. All other items are CACL items. Okay, if there is any negative to be subtracted here, then you write that in bracket. Okay, so here no headings etc. are to be given, you have to write it. So what answer do we get now is, add all of them. So 9, 21, 31, 56, 61, 86, 1590, 86590 We call it as operating profit before changes in working capital. Any doubts with this? All okay with it? Now we will take CACL items because now that affects changes in working capital. So whatever items are marked as CACL will be considered. Increase in debtors, inverse relation, so we have to minus, write it in bracket 15,000. Okay, then increase in bills receivable also we have to minus 5,500, write it in bracket. Then decrease in prepaid expenses we have to add 500. Are you able to understand this? Okay, directly minus amounts throughout this you write in that, getting positive amounts as it is. Then increase in inventories, inverse relation we have to minus 16,000. Cash and bank, don't take into consideration, cancel the effect. I'll tell you at the end of the financing activities why is it so. Cash and bank will not be included over here. Okay, other than cash and bank, other than cash and cash equivalents, everything will be included. Then increase in creditors we have directly, increase in creditors, direct relation, so add 11,000. Decrease in bills payable, we have direct relation, so minus 2,000. Increase in outstanding expenses, it has direct relation, so add 3,000. Increase in accrued incomes, now this is current asset and it has inverse relation, so we have to minus 500. And increase in pre-received income, it has direct relation, so add 500. Did you understand this? Everyone, all items of current assets and current liabilities are taken. Now do this 86,590 minus 15,000 minus 5,500 plus 500 minus 16,000, 62,590. This we will call it as operating profit after changes in working capital. Okay, operating profit after changes in working capital. Got it everyone? Now we have to subtract tax paid. Lastly. So let's tax paid. Do you find provision for tax opening balance 20,000 we have marked as tax paid? Write it in bracket 20,000 minus so in bracket. So 42,590. This is cash flows from operating activities. Okay, cash flows from operating activities. Did everyone understand it how to do it? So it's quite simple up till fund from operations, the things will remain same and no headings etc. to be given. Straight away after closing balance, opening balance, add and minus the things. And mark as O plus O minus and you'll get before changes in working capital. Then take CACL items, you'll take after changes in working capital, then at the end minus tax. Any confusions with this? Do the markings for question 2, all of you. Question 3 will discuss, look at it. From the following information of XYZ Limited, calculate cash flows from operating activities. Sure. Profit and loss balance. Starting point, market as O, then Sunita, general reserve. Market as O plus, there is a appropriation. Okay, 25,000 and 37,500 means 12,500 is transferred to general reserve during the year, so O plus. Then provision for depreciation on plant. Now, look at the note below. A part of plant costing rupees 50,000 having book value, make it 40,950 instead of 35,000, 40,950 was sold for 45,000 during the year. So first of all, what would be the accumulated depreciation on this plant? A part of plant costing rupees 50,000 having book value of 40,950 was sold for 45,000 during the year. What would be the accumulated depreciation on this plant? Yes? Yes, correct. Cost is for 50,000. Book value is 40,950. So what is accumulated depreciation? 9050. Okay, cost is 50,000. Book value is 409. Means how much depreciation? How much depreciation is provided up till now? Difference of 50,000 and 40,950. 9050. Right on below that. Accumulated depreciation 9050. Now it was sold for 45,000. What is the book value? 40950. And sold for profit during the year. Right on that profit 4050. Okay. How do you get 4050? 45,000 minus 40950. What will be the effect of profit? O minus profit B minus, it is a non-cash income. So O minus. Any doubts with this? Now, do you remember this provision for depreciation ledger account we used to make in the last chapter? By making that ledger account, we'll get current year's depreciation. So provision for depreciation marked as ledger account. Let us make that working. Okay, why we are making this ledger account to find current year's depreciation. So working note 1, provision for depreciation account. Say how would we make this ledger account? Yes, opening balance can you also say 75,000? That will come on credit side. Buy balance brought down 75,000. Closing balance 87,500 will come on debit side. To balance carried down 87,500. What is no? Wait, 12,500. What is that? But why are you doing that? No. What else will come raise your hand? Nisha. Yes, to fixed assets account, the accumulated depreciation of the assets sold, that is 9050. Okay, to fixed assets account, accumulated depreciation of the assets sold. Now whatever remains is current year's depreciation. So 87 plus 9, 96,550 and 96,550 minus 75,000, 21,550 by depreciation account in bracket balancing figure. This is current year's depreciation. So as I said to you in the beginning, workings remain exactly same as in the last chapter. Do you understand this? What will be the effect of this depreciation in fund flow statement and cash flow statement? O plus. Okay, depreciation will add. And that profit of 4050 you will O minus. Now look at the remaining items. Outstanding salaries. Dipesh? Yes, marked as CL. Now 12,500 to 7,500 is decrease in direct relation, so O minus. Any doubt with this? Then Agam preliminary expenses. O plus, that's written off. How much is opening? 50,000. Closing? 25 means written off 25,000, so marked as O plus. Then Nabrata sundry debtors. First of all marked as CA. Now it's decreasing inverse relation, so O plus. Did everyone understand this? Start solving it on your own. This portion. Okay. Stepwise you must know what is to be done as I said to you. First you will take, listen everyone. First you will take O plus O minus items except CA and CL. You will get before changes in working capital. Then you will take CA, CL items you will get after changes. But here after changes itself is your final answer. Do you have tax paid? So whatever you get after this, directly you get cash flow from operating activities. Because there is no tax. Yes, dear reader, check your answers. You start with closing balance of P&L account 87,500 minus opening balance of P&L account 75,000. So you get 12,500 net profit. Then in that you will add preliminary expense. Okay, transfer to general reserve 12,500. Then preliminary expenses written off 25,000. Then you will add this depreciation of 21,550 and you minus the profit of 4,050. So what do you get before working capital changes? Yes? 67,500. Then you will take current assets and current liabilities effect. So increase in creditors will add 9,000. So outstanding salaries, decrease in outstanding salaries you will minus 5,000 and decrease in debtors you will add 12,500. So final answer comes to, this is cash flows from operating activities. Is everyone clear with this? Any confusions? So your homework, question number 2, mark it as homework. Urban profit and loss balance, starting point. So mark it as O. Raj goodwill, O plus goodwill written off 3,000. Then Ratna creditors, O plus. CL 19,500, 28,500 increase in direct relation, so O plus. Abhishek, outstanding wages. CL, it's increasing, so O plus, direct relation. MN, debtors. CA, inverse relation, it's increasing, so O minus. Snail, prepaid insurance. Yes, CA, it's decreasing, inverse relation, so O plus. Any doubt in this? Further, your homework is question number 11A, page 37. From the following information, calculate cash flows from operating activities. Look at the note below. There was no sale or purchase of fixed assets during the year 12 to 13. Ignore dividend distribution tax. But as I said, now in college they are taking it. So cancel the word ignore and write dividend distribution tax at the rate of 20.38%. Okay? Now, Agam goodwill O plus. Goodwill written on 20,000 O plus. So in the fixed assets, depreciation 50,000 O plus. Okay? Since in the note there is given there is no purchase or sale of fixed assets, so it represents depreciation. Then Patel debtors, correct. CA, inverse relation, it's increasing, so O minus. Someone bills receivable, yes, market has no O plus. Market has CA, it's decreasing, so O plus. Now stock, yes, current asset, it's increasing, inverse relation, so O minus. What about cash at bank? No effect. Because cash flow statement means we are finding the reasons for changes in cash flow only. Like what is opening balance of cash? 70. Closing, it's decreasing by 10,000. We are finding the reasons only why it is decreasing by 10,000. So cash at bank itself will not be taken into consideration. Okay. Then profit and loss accounts, credit balance. Now brother, oh, starting point, closing balance of P&L account minus opening balance of P&L account. Then sharp, general reserve, O plus. 50,000 is transferred to general reserve, so O plus. Then Nisha, preliminary expenses, O plus. Written off, 10,000 is written off, so O plus. Then Nayar and Anand will continuously talking. Abhishek, creditors, O plus. Direct relation, it's increasing, so O plus. Dipesh, outstanding salaries. Yes, market has CL and O minus. Direct relation is decreasing, so O minus. Netra, provision for taxation. Yes, opening balance 1 lakh itself is tax paid. That is O minus. You minus it at the end. Okay. And closing balance itself is provision for tax 1,50,000. Market has O plus. It is a non-cash expense. Provision for tax will add. Same way proposed dividend. What is opening balance 1,20,000? Dividend paid, but it will have no effect because that comes in financing activity. Closing balance, what does it indicate? O plus. Current year's proposed dividend, and its CDT also O plus. Okay. Closing balance 1,80,000 also O plus, and its CDT of 20.35% also O plus. Then bills payable upon minus CL first of all, increasing its direct relation, so O plus. Large prepaid expense, yes, CA and O minus, it's increasing inverse relation, so O minus. And income received in advance, CL, and it's decreasing, so O minus, direct relation. Any doubt with this? And one more. Question 16a, page 39. Is your homework. It's a small one, look at it. Cash flows, calculate cash flows from operating activities. So in exams they do ask this individual also, you can see this. Like they was cash flows from operating, and next one they was investing and financing. Calculate cash flows from operating activities from the following details of Girdhar Limited. What about profit and loss balance? O, starting point, goodwill, O plus goodwill written of 9,000, trade payable, current liability CL, it's increasing direct relation, so O plus. Then we get outstanding expenses. Again CL, it's direct relation, it's increasing, so O plus. Bills receivable CA, it's increasing inverse relation, so O minus. And prepaid insurance CA, it's decreasing inverse relation, so O plus. So all of you are clear with this operating activities? Any confusion with this? Investing activities, we'll take up with the concept today, we'll start with the question tomorrow. So in the summary, give the heading, second reason cash flows from investing activities. Okay? Yesterday we had done the first one. Now second, cash flows from investing activities. Now only in operating activities we catch the nose instead of directly, indirectly. Okay, then we start with P&L account and add and reverse the, cancel the non-operating, non-cash items, etc. In investing and financing activities, we catch the nose directly. Means whatever are the inflows you will add it, and whatever are the outflows you will minus it. So what are the inflows related to investing activities? Around inflows, sale of fixed assets. What are the inflows? The sale of fixed assets. Then sale of investments. Whatever is related to non-current assets will affect investing activities. So sale of fixed assets means cash is coming in due to investing activities. When you sell investments, again cash is coming in due to investing activities. Interest received on investments, cash is coming in due to investing activities. and dividend received on investments, cash is coming in due to investing activities. Any doubts on this? So these are the main inflows possible due to investing activities. Only operating is very lengthy, rest is very small. Okay? Outflows. Only two outflows you will have. Like sale of fixed assets, what will be an outflow? Purchase of fixed assets. Same way, like sale of investments, what will be an outflow? Purchase of investments. So only two outflows will be there, maximum, and maximum 4 inflows. Is everyone also clear with this? So workings will be involved because generally you find purchase of fixed assets and investments is missing. And to find purchase of fixed assets and investments, as we studied in last chapter, we have to make fixed assets account or investment account. Fixed assets account, then again you have to see in balance sheet. If only fixed assets is given, then we have to make it at WDV. And in balance sheet, if it is fixed assets minus accumulated depreciation, then we have to make fixed assets account at cost. So those workings will remain exactly the same. Is everyone clear with this? 15 marks. In 15 marks, we'll have control statement or 15 marks cash flow statement. Okay? So see, it's like if you do control statement first, then cash flow statement we do later, you'll find that easier. Because workings are practiced. If I do cash flow statement first, and then I do fund flow statement, you'll find fund flow statement. Because in workings you have already practiced in cash flow statement. So suppose if I would have done this chapter first, then maybe this would have been total bouncer for you today. Because then before this we would have done those concepts, how this ledger account is divided, etc. So whichever chapter we do second, generally people find that comfortable. Okay? But it's nothing like that. Both the chapters are equally easy. My personal advice is go in with fund flow statement. Reason, it has 3 parts. The first part is changes in, which will never be wrong. Even if further there are mistakes, but changes in working capital will never go wrong. Simply you write current assets minus current liabilities. So if it is 15 marks, then 5 marks are guaranteed over there itself. Okay, then you come across one from operations. Mostly it would be correct. So there also you get full 4-5 marks. And then last part, maybe even if there is a mistake out of 15, you score at least 8 to 10 marks. Here what happens when you make main cash flow statement? In the beginning itself there is any mistake. Everything after. So that is because we are doing this chapter. Secondly, you will find it easier than first chapter. But my personal advice is to go with control statement. Okay. And after this chapter is over, I'll give you 2 to 3 homeworks. The same question you solve by fund flow statement and same question by cash flow. So that you understand the difference between them. Markings will do in the class for both of them. And then you understand the perfect difference in fund flow, what effect is to be given,